The first thing this video reveals isn't who MrBeast is. It's what the audience has learned to expect. 100 people, giant traps, escalating danger, and the promise that every round must be bigger than the last. The central claim isn't spoken outright, but it's obvious. Bigger physical challenges create better entertainment. My question is whether the video actually proves that, or simply overwhelms us until it feels true. Within the opening minutes, we move from explosions and oversized machinery into a purpose-built obstacle environment. The scale is real, the logistics are real, and that's the strongest evidence the video offers. It genuinely demonstrates extraordinary planning. But scale isn't the same thing as meaning, and the edit rarely pauses long enough to ask what the competition is actually testing beyond nerve and luck. Notice how quickly the player counter becomes the emotional engine. 20 players, 19, then fewer and fewer. The contestants gradually stop being individuals and become inventory. That's effective television, but it's also a morally strange framing because elimination itself becomes more important than understanding the people being eliminated. The strongest part of the video's argument is that unpredictable environments create authentic reactions. You can't fake surprise when the platform moves or the obstacle collapses. Fair enough. But authentic emotion doesn't automatically support the broader conclusion that escalating danger-like scenarios are inherently more entertaining than slower human stories. The evidence does less work than the excitement suggests. Here's the hidden assumption. Every increase in production value is treated as an increase in creative value. That's debatable. Building larger traps demonstrates engineering resources, not necessarily richer ideas. It's a subtle difference, but an important one. One sequence shows contestants physically struggling while others rush to help. Oddly enough, that's where the video briefly becomes more interesting than its own premise. Cooperation interrupts spectacle. For a few seconds, people matter more than the obstacle. I almost wish the video trusted those moments instead of racing toward the next escalation. There's another layer hiding in plain sight. Before the challenge really settles in, viewers are directed toward merchandise, chocolate, collaboration announcements, and planning tools. None of that is deceptive, it's explicit, but it reinforces that the spectacle isn't standing alone. It's the center of a much larger commercial ecosystem. A small philosophical detour. Entertainment has always escalated. Bigger arenas, bigger explosions, bigger prizes. What's unusual here is how efficiently escalation itself becomes the story. That's fascinating and just a little exhausting. After a while, you're no longer wondering who wins. You're wondering what humanity is trying to prove with another oversized machine. To be fair, the craftsmanship is impressive. Coordinating 100 participants through elaborate physical challenges is genuinely difficult, and the visible execution supports that claim. Where I push back is on the larger implication that increasing physical scale automatically deepens the viewing experience. The video demonstrates competence far more convincingly than it demonstrates necessity. So my conclusion is that this is partly supported, not fully supported. The video proves it can build astonishing spectacles. It never quite proves those spectacles are the most interesting way to tell human stories. If you enjoy pulling apart that difference instead of just applauding the budget, stick around. That's exactly the argument worth continuing in the next breakdown.